Today we're talking a little bit about something that is not ideal by any means for Caitlin Clark for the All-Star Game. The Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark is probably going to need a hardship player for the All-Star Game because multiple...
Caitlin Clark was born for these spotlight moments. When adversity shows up, she doesn't just face it, she invites it in, hands it a front row ticket, and puts on a show. The All-Star Game was meant to be her chance to shine beside MVP juggernaut A'ja Wilson, a cornerstone of her team's championship dreams.
A'ja Wilson, man, she looked like she might not actually make it to the All-Star Game, man. Have that hurt, injured wrist, and I see it in the cast, man, right over here in the corner. If y'all can see that, I know it's a tad.
The buzz was everywhere. Fans couldn't wait to see Caitlin Clark and A'ja Wilson finally join forces. A pairing that promised fireworks and maybe even a historic all-star performance. The hype was real. But for Clark, detours are part of the journey. She's battled critics...
Either way, A'ja Wilson is currently injured. Yes, A'ja Wilson is currently injured, which is not good, and it does not seem great. They say she has a sprained wrist with no timetable to return, and that means she's probably out for the All-Star Game. That means she's probably out. So it's the rookies. It's the rookies. Like, it is Caitlin Clark and the rookies versus...
All went down during the Aces' tough 87-78 loss to the New York Liberty. The moment A'ja Wilson hit the floor, fans cringed. Driving to the rim against Lainey Fiebig, she absorbed contact and landed hard on her right wrist. The bench cleared to help her, like someone just dropped free pizza in the locker room.
Alright, so yeah, I ended up seeing this yesterday where she actually had this cast on her wrist, and I remember Angel Reese wearing this as well, and she was out for a good minute after hurting her wrist, so I don't think A'ja Wilson will be.
Now here's the twist. The MRI showed a sprain, not a break, so there's relief in that. Still, injury is injury. And for Wilson, who already sat out 3 games earlier this season with a concussion, this year is turning into a medical roller coaster.
After A'ja Wilson's fall and wrist injury the other night, I was super nervous that it was going to be something more serious. It really looked bad, especially the way she landed. I've had that fracture from a similar fall, and my wrist immediately started hurting. She did have an MRI yesterday. She posted this: "Welp, nothing wakes you up like the sound of an MRI machine, but just want to say thank you for the prayers, New York Liberty. Thank you so much for the quick help and privacy. Truly appreciate it. Natasha Cloud was a real winner for that. Prayers to my squad. Thank you for preventing my crash out. God has a plan that I'll never question. We're going to be all right." Which, the God has a plan I'll never question. Every time someone posts that, I get a little nervous because it makes me feel like they're saying God has a plan, which means I'm not going to play. And I was like, oh.
Coach Becky Hammon is trying to keep it cool, saying Wilson needs to rest and heal properly now to avoid long-term issues. Fair enough. But let's be real, the All-Star Game is July 19th. A grade 1 sprain normally means 1 to 3 weeks on the sidelines. That timing?
So now it's being reported that her wrist is not broken, it's just a sprain. So we'll probably see her pretty soon, after she takes some time to heal and rest. So I'm just so glad it's not broken. This is such good news. She's not going to play tonight in tonight's game between the Aces and the Mystics. So, but give her some time to heal up and we'll see her soon. I'm just so glad she's not broken. This is the best news.
If you're still with us, hang tight, because this story's not just about an injury. It's unfolding in the middle of what might be the biggest rivalry in women's hoops, Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. The feud began with that iconic 2023 NCAA Championship showdown. Remember the "you can't see me" taunt? Since then, it's been a cold war with a hot spotlight. The media painted them as equals. But let's look at the facts. Clark is leading her all-star squad. Reese? She's not even in the starting 5. That's
Angel Reese, girl, I'm curious, where are your followers at? And just in case you guys aren't aware, because Angel Reese and all her fans want to tell us all the time, you know, she's just as important with the growth of women's basketball because of all of the followers and all of the people who care about Angel Reese and want to get to know her. She's got 4.9 million followers on Instagram and she's doing really well on TikTok. But we all know that the 2025 All-Star Starters lineup dropped and Angel Reese has no